Hello and welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I just hit the desk that you're sitting on. My apologies. I'm Emily. If you're new here, thanks for being here. If you've been here, that's cool and I appreciate it. So today we're going to talk about books. I currently have a literally huge plate of rice in front of me with soy sauce and yum yum sauce on it. So I'm excited about that. I'm starving. But yeah, we're going to talk about books today. I've been reading a lot and I have my 8 suggestions for you on books. So if you clicked this, sorry, I keep hitting the desk. You obviously like to read. At least that's what I'm assuming. Because why would you want to know about books if you don't like to read? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're going to talk about them. I've been reading a lot. I've always enjoyed reading. But in my adult years, I've gotten into the romance novel sector of books, and I very much enjoy them. One, they're very interesting. They're good stories, especially for me because I like a love story. They're dramatic, which I also love. They're easy to read. I'm going to say a Stephen King novel, you know? It has more detail in it and more just facts that matter throughout the book. So you super have to pay attention. Your brain has to be focused on the book to really understand. Whereas a romance novel, it's easier to read. It's lighter to read. It's less mentally challenging to read, which makes the process all the more enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? And I just enjoy them. So let's get into it and let me tell you some of my favorites. Now I'm going to tell you what it's called, the author, and then the trope that it is. They are all slow burns, all of them, but sometimes I feel like they need to be, you know, build me up a story first and then throw me into it, you know? And they all are also mature books, so no kids, none of that allowed. They are, I would imagine, 18 plus in rating. Probably are. I don't know how you rate books, but I would say they're pretty spicy in terms of sex scenes. So I would say there are, for sure. They can't be X because all we can do is imagine, you know what I'm saying? But at least are. So anyways, let's get into it. And I have some coffee and some water, but rice and soy sauce and yum yum sauce mixed with coffee doesn't seem like it would be a good combination. But it's pretty good, not gonna lie. Now, I do want to preface these suggestions of books with I'm not going to tell you about them. If you want to know about them, you can go online and read it, or when you go to buy the book, you can read the synopsis. But I personally, I like recommendations and I like knowing kind of the trope and the section of novel that it is. I don't think that's the right word, but romance or adventure or scary or whatever. But I don't like to know more than that, because if you tell me the story, you know, then I don't want to necessarily read it. So I like simple suggestions that fit into the categories that I enjoy. And then we go from there. And then I get to decide for myself if I'm going to like it. Because if I get too much information, I might be like, oh, I'm not going to like that, so I'm not going to read it. Oftentimes, I don't even read the synopsis of the book at all. I just read it and then make my own decision. Okay, really, this time, we're really getting into the books. Okay, book 1, Beach Read by Emily Henry. This is a enemies to lovers, and these books are not in any type of order. They're just stacked here in this order. But this is fun. It's light. It's just good. You should read it. Number 2 is The Proposal by Vi Keeland. This is a casual hookup to deep feelings book. And if you wonder why I'm looking over there, I have it written down just so I didn't get confused and say the wrong thing. But this one has some hockey involved, if you like that sort of thing. So also really good. 3 is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. This is a Grumpy meets Sunshine, and I think this one's really, really cute. it's a different story than I've really read previously, and there could be hundreds, I don't know, but to me it was new and entertaining and not just kind of like a remake of a different story that I've read before, if that makes sense. Same with these, but even more so. Number 4, another Emily Henry, and this is People We Meet on Vacation, and this is Friends to Lovers. Also really enjoyed this one. They're all easy reads. They're all slow burns. They're just all so good, you know? Number 5 is Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. This one is a second chance romance, and it's also good. Also a different storyline than I've necessarily heard before, because some of these are the same storyline. They're done differently, obviously, and they have similar tropes, but this one and then Love Hypothesis was just kind of out in left field, the details of the story, if that makes sense. Like, you know, 2 books could have basically the same storyline. They just work in different places than the one before, or the ages are a little different, or the background's a little different, and it's fully different. It's just kind of the same. That doesn't make it any less good, and it doesn't make this any more good. It's just an interesting read because it's very different from the usual, I guess. Anyways, so number 6 is It Happened One Summer, and then number 7 is Hook, Line, and Sinker, which they're both by Tessa Bailey, and this one is Grumpy Meets Sunshine, and then this one's Friends to Lovers, and they are a little series of books, and I actually read this one first because I didn't realize that this one came first, and they are standalone. This one just literally happened first in time of the books, you know? And this story is mentioned in this story. Both are very good. I think I like this one better. This one's like bad boy type vibes, you know? And this one's a little cuter, I'll say. So those are really good. Obviously still slow burns, but good. And I apologize. You're on like a tripod, and like no matter what I do, like if I barely touch you, you're gonna shake. Okay. And then the last one is Emily Henry again and Book Lovers. This is Enemies to Lovers, but kind of different. It's a interesting take on Enemies to Lovers, and you'll have to read it, but I do recommend it. So this is going to be a short and sweet video, and if you want more details on why I like them, leave a comment below and I'll answer you. But that's 8 of them. There are plenty more. I read so much on Kindle Unlimited, so if you want to hear some of those, I can let you know some authors that I really like. And I started doing that. My mom has Kindle Unlimited, but I started reading them because like these books were like all, you know, at least $10. So that's like $80 in books. And my wallet just like was not enjoying that anymore. So because my mom already had Kindle Unlimited, I was like, Mom, can you like free up 2 of your 20 spaces that you've got going on here? And I'll just read some books and then put them back and stuff, you know? But I can give you a full list of all of those books if you'd like. And then I have some other ones that I could talk about as well and recommend for you. I have a whole bookshelf over there, and then our entire china cabinet in the dining room is books, pretty much, because I don't have that much china, so I'm utilizing my space well. Anyways, I hope you read some of these. I'll have them linked down below for Amazon if you're interested, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Kay, love you.